What's up, ninjas? I am doing another video in the same day because I'm okay. So, like I said, I'm going to answer some questions about prop making and etc. First question is from Corset Scars, and she asks a couple of things. How to make convincing weapons. The most important thing about making a weapon convincing is both like dimensions, making sure that it's proportional to you, as well as actually look like the weapon and not like weird looking. A big part I feel is also paint job. You know, metallic isn't completely silver and there's always rust or there's always dirt or something. It's not completely just a spray painted layer of silver, metallic, gold or something. So it's really just comparing and doing research on what the weapon should look like realistically and what it looks like from the anime or from the game, and just kind of finding a balance between the two. The next question is, how do you make them lightweight? If you want to plot that if you want a prop to be lightweight, which is something that's really important, I feel, you need to use lighter material. So lighter material like foam board, craft foam, installation foam, EVA foam. Expanding foam at certain quantities can be very lightweight. It's also a matter of how much you need of each material, because of course if you add too much expanding foam, it's really heavy. To make a prop lightweight is all about materials. You cannot talk. So really, if you want to make a prop lightweight, you want to use lightweight materials. Yeah. What are the best materials for each weapon or prop? Okay, so this is gonna be wild. If you want something three-dimensional, like the BRS props, or like League props, something really, really big, but still very detailed, like it's not thin like a sword, I would suggest using installation foam and EVA foam because it'll give it that thickness of a weapon. At the same time, it's easy enough for you to sand down or sand into shape. So all my League props have been made out of installation foam, just sanded down how I needed to. If you want something thin, like a sword blade, like that really, really like fine, flat edge, smooth surface kind of deal, I use foam board because it's light and it's cheap, but you can also use styrene, which is a harder, what do you call it? It's a more harder surface, I guess. It's also very lightweight, but at the same time, it's flimsy, so you need to always secure styrene and make sure if your prop's too big, it's going to bend and flap around like paper. Otherwise, you can use Sintra, which is a bit thicker, but it still gets the job done and actually can keep its shape. The problem with Sintra is that you cannot cut it by hand, otherwise that is hell, apparently. I haven't tried it yet, but Amazing was telling me that I would just want to kill myself if I tried doing that, so I'm not gonna do that. But he uses tools like a jigsaw blade, so sadly Sintra you definitely need tools to use, while styrene you can just cut with an X-Acto knife. It's painful and takes a very long time, but it works. So yeah. My cat blades are made of foam board, just like many layers of foam board, and I just sanded the edges down to get that, you know, the blade surface, and it's very light. Sadly, they broke in the suitcase, so if you're planning to travel with them and like squish them among stuff, don't do that. Don't make it out of foam board like that. Or better yet, just don't stuff in your suitcase and it would have been fine. Another material you can use expanding foam. I use expanding foam on all the BRS weapons because I hated installation foam at the time. And I also didn't have any tools back then, but now I do, so the love is back on. But expanding foam is really nice to carve out certain details. Like, it's good for helmets with like intricate details like horns or whatever, because you can just spray it on and cut it or carve it however you like. EVA foam is like, they're like gym mats, I guess. They're kind of squishy mats that you can buy at Walmart, I heard, or Costco is what my friend got. And you can easily just cut them with scissors and then you can just sand it down. It's quite nice actually, and it's super lightweight. EVA foam is what I suggest for like bulky armor. Halo armor is what I'm using it for. Well, that's all the tools I use because I have no actual hand tools. I have like an X-Acto knife and then a foam cutter and sandpaper. So it's very limited. It really matters on what tools you have because based on the tools you can do a lot of things, but with all the tools I have, it's really not much. but it works and it's cheap because yeah.